What's that? Yes. Yes. All right, ladies, gentlemen, swimmers, divers, and not Baran. I hope you're watching at home, Baran. Ladies and gentlemen, this is your auditory system right here. So I hope all those chips are nice and soggy at this point. Here we go. One more time. Thank you all for being here and for being there throughout the season. And what a season we've had. If we thought last season was unique, this season just said, hold my beer, did a backflip off the roof into a kiddie pool with fireworks in both hands. We started this season with our largest team ever. We made big waves with an overnight trip to Chattanooga, hosted probably should have seen that coming. We hosted 140 athletes at a home quad meet, and then we finished the semester with lots of PRs and a top-tier team finish, the Madeline Jude Brown Invitational. Then the winter break training started off great with 2-a-day practices and some big yardage swims and some big air dives. After the holidays, things went haywire. We lost a week to quarantine, we lost our pool boiler and swam in steadily dropping temperatures, culminating with a 19-minute practice in 66-degree water. We scrambled to find a pool to continue training in while an emergency mobile boiler was brought in. We added a big invitation at UGA, only to have it rescheduled at the last minute to a Friday evening, which became the second back-to-back competition in as many weeks. We finally hit some measure of continuity before learning that our state team shirts and sweatshirts were delayed, our tech suits were stolen, a broken toot, a size wrong suit, or Coach Morris thought he lost the bus key. It wasn't one thing, it was something else. But also, we made some hilarious and proud memories. 8 swimmers returned Lovett to swim across America. Would the following people please stand? Georgia Hayes, Caroline Colavito, Katie Ann Colavito, Emma Folkman, Ivy Smith, Lily Boita, Miley Dubin. Raised more than $4,000. And Virginia Jane Holgren. Sorry. There he goes again, Coach Morris. Raising more than $4,000 for cancer research. We brought the Hour of Power back and donated hundreds of art supplies to Children's Healthcare of Atlanta. Some of y'all got nude in the Noog. Some of y'all played in a Publix, but Caroline Colavito got the Sparkle Magic Horse Girl Cup of Deathless Glory. Alec and Alexis each got black eyes while swimming. Jacob, Hall, Carter, and MP represented the diving team well with their 50 freestyle sprints. The diving relay eluded us this year, but it will happen, divers. Okay, Peanut Gallery, appreciate it. There are so many memories y'all created together, and I hope you look back on the hard practices, the early mornings, the late nights, and the great racing with the same fondness that I do. You'll never get this season back, and you've only got 3 or 2 or 1 season of swimming and diving left. Or you may be here celebrating the end of your swimming and diving career at Lovett. Wherever you are on this path, let's have a good time here together tonight. We'll start this evening by recognizing our state team. You must qualify for the state team. Individuals must earn entry into the championship meet and team by swimming in individual qualifying time or earning a spot on a 4-person relay. Would the 2021-22 state team please stand? Of these 25 swimmers, 20 of them swam an individual qualifying time, by far the most that Lovett has ever done for the state meet. Thank you. You may be seated. These 25 swimmers worked to secure top 30 finishes in their events against 5 classifications in Friday's preliminary racing. then returned to race in Saturday's finals. Our girls team finished 6th in the 183A classification with 159 points, their third highest point total ever. Our guys team also finished 6th in 183A with 154 points, which is also their third highest point total ever. Incredibly enough, more than half of the qualified swimmers are 9th and 10th graders. This season was a great introduction for these young student athletes to the structure and training of the high school swim season, and our upper class students ensured our team will be strong and cohesive for the future. Now, let's give everyone a chance to review their personal performance. You should have a folder that contains all your results from the season. If there is an L next to your time, that indicates that you were a lead-off swimmer in a relay event. If there is an N next to your time, that means you swam in a relay but as the second, third, or fourth leg. Sorry, there's a big box over there. You guys can grab them now or grab them later. Swimming is a racing sport, and our goal each year is for our swimmers and divers to become faster and more skilled. Getting faster is the result of daily hard work and season-long commitment. Earning a varsity letter is a recognition of those individuals that put in the work, never let up, improved their technique, and became better, faster, and more skilled swimmers and divers. Throughout the season, I shared your point totals as they were accumulated. It is certainly possible that I missed something. All of that is done by hand. So if you feel like I missed a calculation or didn't catch a 3% improvement or an A time or a B time, just let me know. It's happened before. Like I said, it's all done by hand, certainly not done on purpose. So if you feel like I missed something, just let me know. Also, there has been a big shift in, I don't say big shift, there's been a shift in how lettering is done at Lovett. It used to be that there was a specific signal that you received for each year that you lettered. L patch for your first year, a lion head patch for your second, a little pin for your third, and then a nice plaque if you lettered all 4 years. Well, last year they changed it, and then they didn't replace it with anything. So they just gave everyone Lovett L patches this year, whether you are a first-year winner or a third-year winner. And our fourth-year winners, your plaques are in the mail, as a lot of things have been this year. So apologize for that not maybe being as clear as it has been in the past. Again, if you're not sure about something, just come talk to me. I'll be happy to help you figure out what went wrong and help explain things to you. Also, in your folder, you'll find information about out-of-season activities, including club swimming, which does not require a daily commitment, as well as Swim Across America and some camps. Please consider attending one of these camps with some teammates. Well, thank you for considering it at least. Yeah. All right. We're going to give a couple of thank yous out to some parents. Broadly speaking, every parent that put food on the table, that got you to practice, that got you suits, that got you goggles, that got you caps, that kept feeding you as your appetite increased, every single parent made this season possible. It would not happen without y'all parents doing what you do and what you have done and will hopefully continue to do. We do want to shout out Lynn King for concessions and a ton of other stuff. I want to shout out Tally Holtgren for everything all of the time. Thank you, Tally. I want to shout out John Dubin for photography. He was at every meet, traveled to every meet that we had. Thank you, John. Shout out Kirsten Folkman and Helen Bose for senior night activities. Thank you. Great one. Laura Halad for locker decorations. The Daftaris for hosting state team dinner. Eyes on the man behind the camera, Mr. Marcus Clark. I want to shout out Alex Malians for timing at every single meet. Thank you. Erica Hall for always being ready to jump in and help out on concessions. Thank you. And our last parent shout out to Miss Maureen Pitfield, who may be organizing her last end of season banquet. Thank you, Maureen. Coaches, Jennifer King, patient, incredible eye for technique. Caitlin Muldoon, experienced, knows how to get the best out of our athletes. Brittany Roberts, amazing job with a young crew of new divers and an older crew of fun leaders. New guy, low man on the totem pole, David Brunt. Eager to learn, eager to help, and only wants y'all to succeed. The coaches this year... The coaches this year have done more extra work this year than any in the past 9. Even last year, with all the restrictions and safety measures we accommodated, this year asked more of us. Traveling to meets, double booking across middle and high school competitions, figuring out how to offer a fun, challenging, and instructive experience for the largest number of student athletes we've ever had. We found the extra time, we stayed late, we came in early, we scrambled, we adjusted on the fly. We talked to each other endlessly about what we can do to help each of you achieve your goals. We talked to you endlessly about your goals, anxieties, your sore muscles, your stressful lives. We balanced half 100 students with half 1,000 needs and tried to help everyone get through to the end of the season, no matter what form that took. From late night stops at Buc-ee's, to finding a last-minute pool to practice in, to scheduling home meets and ensuring you get to race your event here or at an invitational, to last-minute pivots. We want you to have fun, to get better, and enjoy being on a team. The emotional, mental, and physical effort we put into the season and every season we do because we love helping you. All right, now we get to turn it over to the kids. At the end of the year, swimmers and divers will hand out awards to each other. First, our seniors will hand out awards to the underclassmen. So, seniors, those of you that have paper plates, come on up, call them up.
I think you should go first.
Should we not set them down?
All right, this award goes to a freshman girl who also shares my love for taking pictures of nature, and it goes to VJ for best sky pics.
Yeah, underclassmen, if you guys will make the journey up here, that'd be great.
All right, this award goes to a swimmer who you can always rely on to be out of the locker room first, always on time, Lila.
Okay, this one goes to someone who's really good at setting up the touch pads, and that's for JC, and it's best touch padder. I was going to walk too hard because your foot.
Oh, well, yeah.
This award goes to somebody who was super committed, gave her all at every single practice, so much so that she's actually not here tonight, but it goes to Gibbs.
So this award goes to someone who definitely doesn't need the energy from these, but always has the best selection, so best Celsius stealer goes to Emily. This goes to someone that's more of a horse girl than she is a swimmer. Caroline apparently won, I wasn't there. She won a trophy or something with that has to be a horse. So congrats. All right, for the divers, we have someone who was willing to put her phone in danger for the best quality videos. For Amelia, we have the best cameraman. A lot of our diving practices include a lot of fails, and so our #1 faceplant of the year goes to Carlisle.
This award goes to a particularly religious man. On our trip to the Noog, we saw that he was very well versed in the word of our Lord. So the Biblical Scholar Award goes to Madison Kane.
This one goes to the man with the lungs of a champion, our best karaoke singer, Bennett.
All right, this next one goes to someone who's not here, so it's Baran. But following in the footsteps of our great John Saruji, he never missed a practice for anything, never missed any sets, was always working hard. If he was sore, tired, had work to do, he never missed anything. So Baran gets the iron medal. This award goes to someone who has wings in the pool. They really like to fly for their amazing butterfly, Andres Sosa. Most fly.
This goes to a girl who helped me manage my work in my GOA class over the summer and also helped manage the swim team. Katie Ann Galavito, most valuable manager.
This award goes to a girl who's very helpful in the locker room and outside of it. She's very sweet, so Miley, professional tech suit putter on her.
Okay, so this is the Triathlete Award. This person did 3 sports: swimming, diving, and then obviously the most important sport is theater. So this one goes to Sterling.
Okay, this award goes to my favorite, Lane 1 freshman. She's super nice, but she also has the coolest name, so M, the coolest name award.
So this freshman is just super sweet all the time and was like off the bat automatically one of the nicest people, and we could all tell. And then of course she had to be the one to get her tech suit stolen the day she was trying to qualify for the 100 free. So most likely to get their tech suit stolen is Georgie. Okay, this goes out to a fellow lane oneer. Thank you for being caring and genuine and always helping us get through tough practices. Olivia, most genuine. So. For someone who is not here, we have Perfect Attendance Award. She didn't think about the irony of that one, but we are proud to say that she was out for the entire season except for the last week due to an injury. But to Libby, perfect attendance. This next award goes to one of our freshmen. He was always really happy to be at practice and excited to try new things. So most likely to throw his double on the first day goes to Hall Wildman.
Now, I've seen several starts over my years on the swim team, but none have been as beautiful as the starts by this man. Just the way he plummets straight into the water from the block is honestly a sight to behold. So the best dive award goes to Fornicerio.
This award goes to Mr. Brunt's favorite swimmer. There's always something going on in the locker room. Most likely to forget a suit, it's Aldrich.
This next one goes to our biggest cheerleader. He's always loud and proud. Alex Hall, you get the Hot to Go award.
This award goes to someone who never missed a single instruction ever. The impeccable hearing. Rohan, the most likely to know what's going on award. Congratulations.
This goes to a girl who always had food for you after practice if you were hungry. She's not here tonight, but Natalie, best protein bar provider.
This award goes to another snack dealer who happens to be gluten-free. Caroline Peak, most likely to supply the team with pretzel snacks.
Okay, this one goes out to a girl whose goggles just never fell off. They were always on, especially when she dove in. And that's to Chelsea for most reliable goggles. Okay, so this girl reminds me a lot of myself, and so I think it's very fair to say that she is just so quiet all the time, like never talks, never cheers for anyone. So the Quietest Award goes to Alexis. I've been told that this person looks a little bit like me. There have been a few instances where people have assumed that we're siblings, and we're not. But Mimi, you got most likely to be a doppelganger award, so. All right, to one of our louder divers and more outspoken divers, we have most likely to argue the entire practice to Jacob. Kind of piggybacking off of Jacob's award, this goes to a diver I'm really close with. So Eliza gets the most likely to argue with Jacob about whether she has done a back 1.5 award.
This award kind of goes hand in hand with the Best Karaoke Singer Award. Whenever Bennett was singing on that mic, this swimmer was supplying with the best music around. Alec Kallenberg gets the Best Aux Award.
Going after Carnegie's, this man provided the means to the Aux. My fellow lane 4, most likely to stay strapped with the speaker, Clay.
All right, this next award goes out to a guy who, unfortunately, I didn't get to talk to as much as I wanted to this season. And we were really thinking, we were having a hard time figuring out what plate we should give him because, you know, none of us had talked to him as much as we expected. And we were thinking, why didn't we talk to this guy as much? He's always on vacation. He was almost never front. Same thing with water polo. Always on vacation. So the most likely to be on vacation goes to Noah Ottinger.
So, to those who don't know, we have a tradition in the guys' area when we warm up. We like to shout a saying very, very loud. So, to Topher, the Best Chicken Award, congratulations.
Every year we do secret swimmers on the girls' team, and this girl sent us looking around town for jalapeno goldfish. And so most likely to munch on some jalapeno goldfish goes to Virginia Lanthrop.
To the diver who seemed to disappear towards the end of the season, we have the most dedicated to Sutherland. Our final dive award goes to Virginia, and there's lots of room for error in diving, so most likely to kick the board is Virginia.
Now, this next award has a certain legacy on the swim and dive team. It was given to someone who was a senior when I was a freshman, Byron, and given to a junior when I was a freshman, Connor Chevalier. And to this year's Most Lanky Award, it goes to Frederick.
This award goes to my apprentice, the one I got in training, who I trusted my hair with. Keys to the barbershop, Avi.
So someone that I had the pleasure of having a lot of time with in the pool. Very respectful guy, really, really kind. Samson, congratulations, most respectful award.
All right, this last award, if you don't know who it is, it's your own problem. He's the only one without an award. But this guy gets to go last because his award's kind of self-explanatory. So to Cooper Mccabe, the Aquaman Award.
Thanks, guys and girls. All right. The next tradition is to award our seniors. So our juniors, when you're ready, or you can come up here one at a time or however you guys have arranged it. And award, call up your senior, give them an award, and then a coach is going to say something about that senior as well. So senior, you got to stand up here, get a little extra spotlight on you. All right? Yep. Come on.
Caroline, okay. So this year we had one particular swimmer who really did not like freestyle, especially sprint freestyle. So the best coalition leader, Emma Folkman.
I'm going to say a few words about Emma. Emma's leadership on the team has been critical. She's been a quiet yet essential leader and has always been an important part of the team. As one of the top breaststrokers all 4 years, Emma has always led with humility and determination. She's such a hard worker and really pays attention to the small things in her technique so that she can hit that breaststroke qualifier the last 2 years. Emma has always led through example and will be seriously missed.
So this award goes out to a senior that never fails to make any of us laugh, whether we're laughing at her or with her. It's really quite something. So the Lane 5 Comedian Award goes to Lily Boyta.
I'm hitting the lucky triple here. So Lily's been an amazing part of the team for 4 years. She struggled with injury in 9th grade, and you never know because she came back better than ever. As a result, she has some of the best freestyle technique on the entire team, boys and girls combined. She's a true team player. She swims in whatever is asked. Some years she's a sprinter, and some years she's in the LDC. She thrives on hard work and will give her 24/7 and whatever's asked of her. And her work ethic and talent will be missed.
This next award goes to a big-time leader on the swim team. He's always got a smile on his face, and he makes us laugh all the time. But he is an even better barber, so if you need a haircut, please go to him. Sadler, Best Barber Award.
All right, let me say this about Sadler. He's a fighter. Somebody would knock him down, but this young man would get back up and fight. Michael Phelps once said, I want to be able to look back and say, I've done everything I can, and I was successful. I don't want to look back and say I should have done this or that. Sadler, I can honestly say you did everything you could. And guess what, my friend? You were successful. Yes, I did.
All right, this next award, just looking out around this team, I see a bunch of handsome gentlemen, probably the best looking team in the history of Lovett Athletics. But one that stands out the most, especially after his most recent haircut, Canada's finest award goes to William Carnegie.
William, witnessing your growth over the past 4 years has been spectacular. Seeing your breakthrough this year and earning 3 individual state qualifiers and blowing the doors out on the 200 is a clear demonstration of the value in sticking with it, showing up, and committing to your personal goals and those of your team. Thank you for your leadership this year.
Okay, so this guy was in lane 1. He always was working his ass off in lane 1 until the last. Excuse me, I'm sorry. He's working his butt off in lane 1. Last meet of his season, he had a massive time drop in his 50 freestyle, and I believe he was swimmer of the meet. So best effort award goes to Morgan Whittle.
Morgan, each season you've stepped into lane 1 and always gave it your all. You swam your butt off. You were always willing to learn, always willing to work hard, and every year you made significant advances as an athlete and as a person. Your senior year, I could rely on you to be in charge of the newbies in your lane, helping them understand the vocabulary of swimming and our team. The best reward for me is seeing you become a more confident and outgoing person. Thinking of where you were 4 years ago to now, I am so impressed with what you've done and who you've become and who you are becoming, and I hope swimming has played some small role in your growth. Thank you for never giving up.
Okay. So this swimmer happened to join swim a little bit late in the season. She's been here all 4 years, but she joined late because of her sport commitment. So most likely to bring her softball back to swim practice goes to Megan O'Shaughnessy.
The last O'Shaughnessy. Megan, thank you for always keeping things light, not letting swimming, and you always just enjoyed swimming, and I really appreciate that about you. No matter what we put you in, you enjoyed swimming. Complained a little about it, but I appreciate it, your humor, and I appreciate you, and thank you for your dedication to your team over the last 4 years.
This award goes to someone who is always the first to check and see if people are okay, and we will miss you either on stage and in the water. Please gather together the Oompa Loompas. It seems we have lost a fat, greedy kid in the pool. The number 1 Oompa lifeguard goes to Caroline Pitfield.
Caroline, you've been a wonderful teammate for the last 4 years. You've always found ways to uplift and support your teammates, whether it's just an encouraging word or a high five. Thank you for the time and effort you put into swimming and your team. Last season, we had to train in different groups, and you took the opportunity to step up as a leader, and I really appreciate that about you. I'll miss having you on the team, but I will enjoy working.
This award goes to somebody that's actually really good at diving, but sometimes the forward approaches weren't that good. So the most inconsistent forward approach goes to Carter.
I call Carter the prodigal diver because he dove in middle school. He's excellent. He just went on a little sabbatical and he came back and joined us for senior season. I'm so glad he did. It can be really hard, right, to be an athlete and grow up and come back and try to do what you once did, but never got frustrated. I don't think I ever something got irritated. I stuck with it, and it just really paid off for me. I'm so glad to be part of this.
So this swimmer never fails to give their all in practice when they're there, of course. So this swimmer has a very good strategy of balancing between 2 swim teams. So the Chastain Award goes to Eliza.
From day one of your freshman year, you set high expectations for yourself. You were determined to achieve every goal that you set. Every year you achieved your goals, and every year you had to achieve your goals. Leading the team this year is one of the best things you can do. Thank you for your leadership and your hard work. It's not easy to lead.
although he's fast in the water, he's not very fast on land. So the slowest 40 award for getting beat by Brunt is no little. Eventually.
Anyway, when I hear stories about Noah's early days on the team, I look at the Noah of today and I wonder if we're talking about the same swimmer. This is a young man who early on believed in himself, he believed in his ability, and set a goal to qualify for state. Through hard work and a lot of determination, Noah not only qualified for state, but also became a great leader for our team. Henry Kissinger said, the task of the leader is to get their people from where they are to where they have not yet been. Knowing your leadership helped Lovett swimming and diving reach new heights. Thank you.
This one's kind of funny because before this I had no clue what award Mimi was going to get. But they, I guess Mimi and Hayward look so much alike that both of them got awards that match. So Best Doppelganger Award.
I was thrilled when Hayward joined the swim team late in her high school career. She had a lot to learn, but didn't stop for a second. She probably worked 3 times as hard as everyone else just to get caught up. She got tremendously better from year to year, always has a smile on her face and a positive attitude. Her hard work and top-notch attitude will be really missed. I don't know if this person is here, but this award goes to someone who kept the meets running smoothly better and improved the team. Me had to attempt to run the meets smoothly without her. I will especially miss you and your leadership next year, Riley. The Smooth Like Butter award goes to
Riley has quickly adapted to the obtuse and extremely user-unfriendly program that makes swim meets possible. Your willingness to sit through my various freakouts, adjust to always malfunctioning equipment, and shrug off annoying visiting coaches is remarkable. Knowing you were behind the scenes, keeping the swim and dive meets running smoothly made our jobs as coaches incredibly easy. Thank you for your assistance in making all of our home meets a success.
Okay, this award is very fitting because this person is not here, but MG Perkins got who most likely stopped coming to practice
Talk about her real quick. MP is another, she's a bookend diver because she dove in 7th grade, left, came back her senior year. I'm so glad she did. MP is not here, but she was so much fun. She had such great attitude. She was definitely not the most acrobatic diver on the team, but it didn't matter. She was always willing to try. She put together a real 5-dive list, and I wish she was here because she had a great season.
And then this final award goes to someone I'm really close to, and she's just helped me like through all these seasons. And this award goes to Evie Feinauer, most likely to forget about practice.
Evie, you've been such an important fixture on our dive team the past several years. And Evie was injured. She missed the first half of the season, so we weren't sure she was going to be able to compete at all. I'm so glad that she was able to join us. Evie, you're such a talented acrobat, and you're always afraid of diving with just such great spirit and such willingness to try anything. Notably, I would say Evie is the best pipe diver that I've seen at Lovett. And so that's been really fun for me to coach. And not everyone got to see it, but she perfected a beautiful pipe optional towards the end of the season. It was, I'd say, one of the coolest dives on the team. So, Evie, we're going to miss you. It's not going to be this thing without you or your TikTok point on this team. Thank you for diving in. Good luck.
getting now into the last part of the banquet where we start recognizing some individuals for some big special awards. Thank you, juniors, for those thoughtful presentations. Seniors, thank you for putting together a massive presentation covering everyone on the team. We want to take this time now to recognize our record-breaking girls medley relay team. Would Caroline, Alexis, Virginia Jane, and Ivy please come on up to the front? Starting in, I believe, 2016, the Lovett Swim and Dive team has broken at least one record every single season, often a lot more than one. And that is not normal. It is not normal to break records every single year. It is incredible. This year we had a group of girls who broke the oldest record on the board. It's from 1988. We have an honorary towel for those of you that have broken a record. Congratulations. It is exciting. It is exciting to see records broken. The frequency with which we've been breaking records is a sign of a program that continues to improve. That is not the last record that's going to be broken. The fact that we will continue to break records all across the board is the sign that swimming and diving here at Lovett is continuing to get faster, stronger, and collect more and more towels, which hopefully won't end up on deck. And then one more special recognition. These are two people who have had to do a lot, maybe the most work with the least amount of thanks. And they've done it for 2 years in a row. So I want everyone to turn your eyes right over there to Meadow Smith and Rebecca Mccabe. Team parents through the 2 craziest years that I have ever lived in my life. And they have thought of things that I didn't think of. They have caught things that I forgot. If you had a good time at all in Lovett Swimming and Diving, it's because of them. Not because of us, it's because of what they made possible for y'all. They did all of the behind the scenes work that allowed us to give y'all a good experience. So 2 years in a row, the craziest 2 years possible, time away from their family, time here early, time here late. Thank you, Meadow. Thank you, Rebecca. Okay, here we go. Last round of the banquet. We're going to do some special awards, end of season awards. We're going to start with Most Improved. Most Improved Female Swimmer. We're going to have last year's award winner, Lily Boita. Say who that swimmer is, maybe say 1 or 2 things, and we'll hand out the award. Come on up, Lily.
All right. I'm so happy to present the Most Improved Award to Natalie Harris this year.
Natalie Harris! Yeah!
Who unfortunately is not here today. I remember after state this year, her coming up to me and she gave me a big hug with tears in both of our eyes, and she thanked me because apparently I was the first person that she ever talked to on this team. And I'm so proud of how far she has come since her freshman year, and I can't wait to hear about what she will do as a senior.
Thank you, Lily. Natalie demonstrated commitment, desire, and dedication to becoming the best possible teammate. The obvious metric for this award is racing times. In the 50 frees, she dropped from a 29.8 to a 27.1. That's a 9% improvement. In the 100 frees, she went from a 107 to a 103 for a 5% drop. The 50 flies, part of the medley relay, Natalie dropped from a 32 to a 30.3. That's a 5% drop. But what really set it apart was a mind-blowing 12% improvement in the 100 butterfly. Natalie qualified for state by going from a 112.9 to a 104.4. Natalie made this quantum leap in her butterfly swim in 8 days. from the Athens meet to the Metro Invitational. This absurd improvement was made possible by her hard work while away from the pool during Christmas break. While traveling, Natalie made sure to continue exercising and staying fit so that when it came time to taper, she was able to achieve this mind-blowing improvement. Beyond that, Natalie has been a stalwart teammate, both during practices and with her friends, with her teammates. She makes her team a priority. She wants to be here, and she wants to be great. I know Natalie has already rededicated herself to building on her phenomenal sophomore season, and I can't wait to see how she leads this team the next 2 seasons. Unrelated, she and Katie Ann Colavito gave our athletics department a master class in how to run an Instagram account when they took that over during finals. Congratulations. Our next award is the most improved male swimmer, Christopher Fornicerio. Last year, Christopher had 1 speed, which was really fast. But it was when he was warming up or when he was swimming long distances or doing drills. Christopher just went really fast. As you might imagine, it's hard to train for very long if all you do is sprint. But freshman year is a learning year. You figure out how the season's paced, how practices work, you learn how to prepare and race for specific events, and you hopefully make adjustments to your technique that set you up for success the rest of your seasons. While Christopher was sprinting his butt off last year, he must have learned something. He came into this season still trying to hone in on what his events would be, but as the season progressed, he made significant improvements in the 50 freestyle. Better head position, better recovery, better turns, although still working on your starts. At the end of the season, Christopher snagged an individual qualifier in the 50 free, going from a 26.2 to a 23.4, which is an 11% improvement. Then, on a whim, Christopher asked if he could take Sadler's vacated 100 freestyle entry at the Metro meet. After swimming around a minute in the 100 all season, Christopher fired out a 55-second race. This earned him a spot on the 4x100 preliminary relay at state, where he made another huge drop to 52 seconds in the 100 free, securing a spot in that relay in finals and finishing the season with a 52.2 100 freestyle, which is good for a 14% drop across the season in that event. Christopher, as you enter your upper class years, I hope you'll continue to grow and learn as an athlete. This year you unlocked your potential, and next year I can't wait to see you learn that it's okay to breathe in a 100 and to see some flying starts off the block. The best thing you can do between now and then, water polo. To present our most improved divers, we have Eliza Van Winkle.
Okay. Should I do like the girl and the boy?
Oh, that's a good question. Yeah, let's do one and then the other.
Okay. Okay, so I'll do the girl first. She came into the season like a completely new diver, didn't know how to do anything, and she quickly learned, and she became very good, but she did experience a lot of flops, but she continued to get back up from those like face plants. That looked very horrible. But then she got up and she continued to get her double, and it was very good. So Carlisle, the most improved.
I have to say that most improved category in diving this year is really a difficult category to award because we have so many great young divers. Eliza, our young person leader, and then we've got Carlisle and Hall and Jacob and Amelia and Virginia and Sutherland and Carlisle. I think I got all of y'all. So, and all of y'all are freshmen. All of y'all made huge improvements this year. So the future looks bright for Lovett diving. Carlisle had no competitive experience when she joined the diving team, but by the end of the season, she's performing beautifully in all 5 dive categories. Her list now includes a forward double, a very cool back twister, and some good reverses. Carlisle, you're always willing to try your best every time you get up on the board, and I love that you're just willing to learn. Not all of the diving mechanics always come supernaturally for you, but even if an effort doesn't go well, like you said, she gets right back up and she tries it again and again and again. Yeah, you sure got some serious smacks with aplomb, and I could not be more delighted that you joined Lovett's dive team this year.
Okay, this diver, I mean, it's a boy. Both boys are new to diving, but this one I have known for a very long time. And he got on the board, didn't know anything, but he would just do anything he was told to, or he would do a dive that he definitely didn't know how to do, but he would somehow like land in the water without flopping. And so he got very good, and it's all Wildman.
You gotta stand up here. Yeah, you gotta stay where everyone can see you. So Liza pointed out we have two outstanding freshman boys, Jacob and Hall. So again, it's some stiff competition, but most improved. Once again, very little diving experience, if any. I think we spent the first 3 weeks, much to his chagrin, just working on the forward approach. Y'all, if the swimmers are over there, you probably just see us jumping off the board again and again and again. You think, what are they doing? They're terrible. All they do is jump off the board. But it's hard to learn that forward approach, and Hall was very patient getting that down. By the end of the season, you had that double, you had the inward 1.5. Hall would have had a reverse 1.5, a back 1.5, all those things, but his coach intervened for his own safety. And I know that next year he's going to be great because he's even going to point his toes. It's going to be a great season. So while Hall's really fearless, one thing that's so great about Hall is, I think they said it in his plate award, he comes in every day so excited to be there. And as a coach, it's just, I'm so excited to have not just Hall, but a group of young divers that are so excited to participate in diving. It's going to be a great future.
All right, we've got one more Most Improved Award. That's weird. We did. Let's see what happens. Morgan, right here. Come on, bud. Morgan, you're going to get embarrassed here in a moment, but it's coming from a place of love and respect. Rarely the coaches go beyond the standard list of awards to recognize special achievements. We recognize 2 divers this evening for their growth. Now we're going to turn the spotlight onto you. 4 years ago, Morgan stepped onto the pool deck, as they say, a total noob. Every day, Morgan showed up and worked, and it was hard. It was really, really hard. In swimming and diving, there's no hiding it. Whether in training or competition, everyone can see your individual performance. This was the year, his freshman year, that Morgan learned to dive. This year, Morgan swam just the 50 free and the 100 free. He improved 5 seconds in the 50 free and 10 seconds in the 100 free. That was his freshman year. His sophomore and junior years, Morgan continued to swim every day. He came to winter break practices. He came to optional practices. He made sure to earn enough varsity points to secure a letter. He tried breaststroke, and I think I threw him in backstroke event once or twice. Some weeks Morgan improved, and other weeks he didn't. It was up and down, day after day, week after week. Senior year, this year, Morgan is no longer a noob. He knows what to expect. He's more confident in what he can achieve. This is the year he branches out, taking on a role in the musical. He's taking on more, trying to do more, and you know what? It's still hard. It's always hard. But Morgan knows this now, and he's proven to us and everybody that he can do hard work. Many students struggle when the attention is on them. They only want to be great, and if they cannot be the best, or if they can't hide that they're not the best, they quit. Morgan is not the best swimmer. He may or may not be the best musical performer. I'm not a good judge of that. Well, that's great. Morgan is not concerned about that. He's going to get better, and he's going to show up, and he's going to work hard. To that end, Morgan finished his high school swimming career with the similar improvements over his senior season. 5 seconds faster in the 50 free and 7 in the 100. But from freshman year to senior year, that represents a cumulative 10-second drop in the 50 free and a 20-second drop in the 100. Morgan is braver than most everyone on the team. He advocates for himself. If he gets knocked down, he gets up again. For his 4 years of outstanding effort, his dedication to the team, we are awarding Morgan Whittle the Career Most Improved Award. Our next award, the Lionheart Spirit Fish, our Team Spirit Award, and voted on by you, the members of the swim and dive team. The winners of this award are recognized by their friends and teammates as representing the best that a Lovett swimmer or diver should be. The male winner of the Lionheart Spirit Fish Award, Alex Hall. Alex, how's that cheer going?
You guys have to do it.
We got you.
H-O-T-T-O-G-O, the lionfish are hot to go. Say what? What? Hot to go. Say what? What? Hot to go.
Alex was selected for this award by his teammates. It was not close, although a number of other students did receive votes. It is important to recognize Alex's achievements in the water. He qualified for state individually and swam on the medley relay in prelims and the 4x50 relay in prelims and finals, where he finished the season with a 22.9 50 freestyle swim. He's also worked on his butterfly the past 2 seasons and is turning into an all-around excellent swimmer, able to race any event. Alex has a big heart, and we are lucky that he shares it with the team. Swimming and diving are tough with long practices, late nights, and cold mornings. Alex reliably keeps the mood fun, the spirits high, and also gets the rest of you to shut up when I'm trying to talk to the team during practice. Alex, thank you for being a part of this team. Thank you for being yourself and for sharing your heart with us. You are an excellent athlete, but more importantly, you are an amazing teammate. Congratulations. The female winner of the Lionheart Spiritfish Award, Ivy Smith. All right, now you all get to see me cry, so this will be fun. Ivy, you've made the entire swim and dive program better. I'm crying. You've made the entire swim and dive program better. The team is better with you on it, and I'm a better coach because of you. Spending time with Ivy is to become happier, more empathetic, and smarter. Your passion, your ability to switch from serious to silly, your internal desire to kick butt and win show through every day, and your teammates recognize it. You are the only female swimmer to be part of all 3 current Lovett relay records. You've got stacks of medals from the state meet. You are someone I could always ask to lead a team activity, organize a frozen yogurt trip, or just to check in to see how the team is doing. You wear your heart on your sleeve, and your teammates see that, and they trust where your heart is leading, and they recognize you as a leader. Ivy, getting to know you as a student this year has been a bonus. As an educator and a coach, I rarely get to see the student and the athlete, and when I do, sometimes I'm better in one role than the other. But you have been an exceptional individual in every arena in your life. Your dedication to being great at everything you do shines through. Your classmates recognize you as a special talent. See it when they ask you for advice to explain a topic or want to be in your group. Everyone you interact with sees that you are sincere, you are smart, dedicated, and you have a big heart. You've earned the medals, awards, and respect of your coaches, and now you've earned perhaps the most important recognition, Lovett's Swim and Dive Team's Lionheart Spiritfish Award. All right, High Point Award. There are points in swimming. You can win a dual meet or win an invitational, although it doesn't always get the attention because it is very much about how individuals collectively do. Different meets will have different point scoring. For example, at a home meet, there might just be 7 points for first place. 1 point for 5th place. At an invitational, there might be 40 points for 1st place. Relays count for double, whether you're at a dual meet or whether you're at an invitational. And points can be split among the relay swimmers, so you'll get a fourth of the total relay points that your relay may have earned. So to that end, we do a run through and see what the top 10 point award winners are, and then we give an award to our high point award winner. So we'll start with our female swimmers and divers. In 10th place with 121 points, Lily Boita. In 9th place with 122.5 points, Caroline Peak. In 8th place with 139.5, Caroline Colavito. In 7th place with 140.75, Virginia Lathrop. In 6th place with 189 points, Georgia Hayes Kimmerly. In 5th place, 194.75, Virginia Jane Holtgren. In 4th place, 221.75 points, Miley Dubin. Top 3. 242.5 points, Ivy Smith. In 2nd place with 251.5 points, Emily Ketron. And in 1st place with 361 points, Alexis Dalton. Nope. See that? We stare at that. Alexis, thank you for your commitment to your sport and your willingness to balance your academics, your club, and your high school teams. You've always been willing to swim whatever is needed for this team without hesitation. It's clear you're a talented athlete, but it's your drive to keep getting better that makes you such a force to be reckoned with. The season saw you finish 4th in the 100 free with a time of 52.85 at state, which is just 5/100ths off of the school record. And you finished 5th in the 100 breaststroke with a time of 106.45, less than a second off of that school record. And you're a 9th grader. I have no doubt that you'll continue working hard to claim those and probably other school records as your own. But more important is your clear desire to have your team do just as well. Team comes first. It's what fires you up and gets you excited to race. At every meet this season, Alexis has been on the side of the pool or on the bulkhead or behind the blocks cheering her head off for all of her Lovett teammates. You've been so passionate that I've sometimes wondered if you weren't tiring yourself out before your own races. But I soon learned that you were in fact gaining strength and energy from your teammates, supercharging yourself. So congratulations on your accomplishments this season, but especially for your dedication to seeing your team succeed. Congratulations. All right, high point award for the boys. 10th place, 109.75, Christopher Fornicerio. 9th place, 112, Sadler Stooks. 8th place, 115.75, Alex Hall. 7th place, 116.5, Clay Stedman. 6th place, 116.75, Frederick Jackson. 5th place, 172.25, Alec Cowenberg. 4th place, 177.25, Noah Whittle. 3rd place, 236.5, Avi Daftari. 2nd place, 244, William Carnegie. And 1st place, 295, Madison King. Oh yeah, no, right? We got is it right there? Yep. Madison has had an interesting journey these past 3 years. Freshman year, Madison was so small, like a small mean puppy. He's always enjoyed butterfly, but then he accidentally qualified for state in the 500, not his first choice. But it gave him the opportunity to race at the state championship as a freshman, and we had to get him that experience. Sophomore year, Madison was maybe an inch or two taller. He's stronger, a little bit meaner, kind of like a badger now. Quickly making his contributions crucial to the team. He swam a scorching IM and butterfly at the state meet and finished the season last year with the second most points scored. This year, Madison stands here, all of 6'20", made of radiation, like a skinny Hulk or a trim polar bear. Madison scored 7 more points than last year's High Point Award winner. Madison qualified for 7 of the 8 individual events in swimming. And at the state meet, he finished 12th in the 100 fly and 6th in the 500. He swam a 24.150 fly in the 5th place medley relay and closed out the season with a 49.3 as the anchor in the 4x100 relay. Madison has dealt with a long-lasting injury over the past year, most likely linked to his growing taller and faster than Bamboo. We were cautious with his return to full speed, and that was frustrating for him. But I think Madison found a few opportunities to discover what else about swimming is enjoyable. And I'd like to think that being on this team is a part of that. Seeing Madison and William qualify in the 50 free while in Chattanooga, or Madison and Avi cooking up a real treat of a handshake, or Madison passionately wanting to push his team to do their best at the state meet, I think this year saw Madison grow physically, grow as an athlete, and grow as a teammate. Congratulations. All right, now we come to our final 3 awards of the evening. These are the Coaches Award. And we're going to start by having last year Coaches Award winner for the girls come up. So Ivy, we come up and introduce this year's Coaches Award winner for the girls. The girl swimmers.
So this swimmer holds a really special place in my heart because I've actually grown up with her and known her for a really long time. We actually met through swimming when we were both in lower school, and she high-key took my phone and looked at my speech, but it's fine. I remember when she told me she got into Lovett when we were both in lower school, and I just got really excited because I knew that that meant that I was going to have more time with her on the swim team at my high school and in middle school, because we were both swimming at a club together at the time. I'm fully confident in saying that she's one of the most deserving people to be given this award, as she's so hardworking and dedicated but never fails to make people smile and is always a shoulder that you can lean on. She's such a genuine person, and swimming alongside her for the past 9 years makes me extremely happy to give this award to Emma Folkman.
Emma, you have been a stalwart on this team since your freshman year. We've asked you to swim every event as needed, filling in gaps in our meet lineup from the 500 to the IM, to breaststroke to butterfly. If there was an event no one wanted to race, Emma would. All we had to do was ask her. But Emma never asked us to put her in her preferred events. She was so tuned into the team, she pushed her desires and wants away. She always was excited for others, supporting new and experienced swimmers, younger and older swimmers, and always had a sweet smile and a kind word for each of her teammates. And often she brought in tasty treats. But finally in her junior year, we coaches got clued in and started giving Emma her due. She qualified for the state meet as an individual at the last meet of her junior year and at the last meet of her senior year. Both years, she quietly hid her nervousness and desire, continuing to work hard in practice and always cheering on her friends and teammates. Seeing Emma earn those individual qualifiers is a jump for joy moment for us coaches, as no one deserves it more. Emma is probably embarrassed to heck and back right now because she doesn't seek the spotlight. But without Emma on this team, I don't think we would have had the cohesiveness to have the fun and successful seasons that we've had these past 4 years. Emma is the glue that binds the book. She's the still waters that run deep. Someone this selfless is rare and also easily overlooked. But not recognizing Emma's talents as a teammate, her bravo baking, her sweet silliness, her simple and pure desire for everyone else to do well and happy, Not recognizing that would be a missed opportunity for us all to realize how vital someone like Emma is in our lives. This is the person that said the right thing when you were feeling down. This is the person who remembered your small victories. This is the person who always manages to be there at the right time and say the right thing. Emma silently shores the rest of us up, but now we need to loudly and obnoxiously and wholeheartedly thank Emma for everything she's given this team for the past 4 years. All right, and for our Male Swimmer Coaches Award, would last year's award winner Alec Hallenberg please step up and introduce?
So this one's going to come from within, from the heart. So, so it's been a pleasure to swim with this guy for 3 years now. He's always working hard at practice, no matter what it is, what he's got going on outside of practice with school or extracurricular activities. He's had a phenomenal year this year, especially after Russell left the team. He's really stepped up and took on that leadership role that we all kind of needed him to be. So yeah, this year's Coaches Award winner goes to William Carnegie.
William, I'm simply just very proud of you. You've grown into a confident swimmer. You've finally learned appropriate pacing in your races, even if you haven't learned it during warm-ups. You truly stepped up into a next level of competitiveness. How about splitting a 49-second 100 free in the 4x100 relay, pulling in an incredible 151.7 for a 13th place finish in the 200 at state, and a blistering 22.2 50 free to anchor the medley relay. All season long, it was clear that you were on another level. Outside of the water, you've also stepped into the next level of leadership, as Alec and I'm sure you've all recognized. Your confidence on deck sets the tone for your teammates. You've gone the extra step, or lap, whenever needed, traveling to every meet, attending every practice. You even got the haircut of the state championship teams.
Looks really good.
The past 4 years, you have been a model of consistency, and that's important for a coach and for a team. We know you, we know what you can do, and you do it. It's easy to lose some of the shine then, when you're always good all of the time. This year, you were better than you've ever been, and you were still just as consistent. It's incredible what we can get used to when we experience it over and over, like the feeling of your socks on your feet or the sound of your breathing. But consistency... we all just enjoy that for a second. But consistency is not to be confused with the mundane, nor predictability with monotony. William, you are a steadfast student athlete. You are always striving to become better in the water, in your classes, and now this year you've grown as a leader. Everyone has their own leadership style, and part of being a high school coach is watching students discover who they are as they become adults. You have become your own person, holding true to your compass, and your teammates can see you're someone who knows what he's doing, and they will follow your lead until they discover who they are. Thank you for being a part of this team, for growing with this team, and finally for helping to lead this team. And to present last award of the evening, Coach Roberts with the Coaches Award for diving.
That's a tough act to follow, Coach Morris. That was those were some great awards. Carter Eckhart, come on up here, please. Carter, you are the winner of this year's Coaches Award for diving, and it's well deserved. When I spoke about you before, I forgot half of what I was going to say because I was just excited. You were the first person I was talking about. But like I told everyone, she was the prodigal diver. She returned. It's not easy to do, but over the course of the year, you were our most competitive, most successful diver, best competitor, and I was so proud to see you blossom in that way. When you came back, we thought, well, we're just going to see how this goes, right? Let's have a fun senior season. She hasn't done this, and let's see how it works out. And you just flourished. You dove beautifully, but more importantly, you led. And I don't know if you came back. I don't think you did to think, oh, I'm going to be a leader of the diving team. But by example, and just by working hard, not getting frustrated, trying your best every time, you were an excellent leader for this team, and it was great. my favorite moment of this entire season was about halfway through the season, Carter overcame the horrendous, the terrifying reverse dive that had haunted her through her middle school years. We decided we were just going to throw it in a meet, and by God, we threw it. She did it. It was one of the highlights of the season. And so you got that monkey off your back in a way that I was just proud. You conducted yourself with a lot more grace and composure than I did when you finished that. But by the end of the season, you were doing doubles, forward somersault, full twist. You had that reverse. And I think Carter really personified what diving at Lovett could be. And I couldn't be prouder. I have to add that on senior night, as you were being announced, I couldn't help but notice you wrote about yourself. You said, I've never won any award. I've never been recognized for anything ever. So we rectify that tonight. Congratulations.
All right, and now to wrap this up, I want to touch on two topics before saying goodnight. The state team shirt saying and some personal wishes. So each year, the entire swim and dive team, the entire team gets a long sleeve shirt, and the state team gets a second shirt, recognizing the individuals that are a part of the state team. And each year, I get to indulge myself, and I choose the text that's on the shirts. And almost every shirt has a saying either directly from or inspired by some song or lyric that resonated with me about the coming season or the championship meet. Some years, the team finds the saying fun or interesting, some years not. This year's team shirt is inspired by a song title by the band TV on the Radio. And the state team shirt is a lyric from a Gorillaz song. So this is my personal bit of fun that I have. When we order the state team t-shirts, it's a tight turnaround. Usually there are just 2 weeks to approve the art, print the shirts, and deliver them to the school. But this year the shirts didn't arrive on time. Supply chain issues, I suppose. So again, we improvised. I bought a bunch of plain white t-shirts and Sharpies and let the state team build their own shirts. It was awesome. Shirt designs quickly spiraled into every possibility. Sleeves and waists were cut off. Hands were traced. Fantastic lines and stakes were drawn. Everyone signed each other's shirts. The team made their own shirts. They had a blast and maybe started a new tradition. And now we have this unique shared memory. The state team shirt says it's the music that we choose. This lyric stood out to me for its literal meaning and a simple metaphorical one. First, this year we literally had tons of music playing, thanks to Clay's epic boombox collection. Every practice featured surround sound. Every meet featured a larger and flashier speaker system. Every bus ride was a sing-along. The entire trip back from Chattanooga was a 90-minute karaoke session, always finishing with the Counting Crows and Mr. Jones and Me.
Don't forget Newton and Duke.
I am trying to every day. Singing together is a team activity. Metaphorically, this applies to everyone on the team. What we do is a symphony, sometimes a cacophony of activity. Counting off our stretches, yelling chicken, our pre-meet cheers, our race pace practices, starts and turns, our celebratory splashing after a big race. Everything you do, you're doing together. Each person is contributing, and together we're making music. Metaphorically, sure, but each student here is adding their own rhythm, their own noise, and collectively we're singing. The music we make as a team comes from every one of you. Each of you added something to our season-long song. You are choosing what music we're going to make. This season was a great listen, so how is next year going to sound? The second and final thing I want to mention is just some personal wishes for you. I love seeing you learn. I love seeing you get challenged and deal with that challenge. I love seeing you get faster, get stronger, push your boundaries, and achieve your goals. I love seeing you celebrate yourself and celebrate your teammates. What I don't love is disappointment. It breaks my heart when you miss that qualifying time. It breaks my heart when you don't get recognition for your hard work and your commitment to your school. It breaks my heart when you miss practice, when you miss a meet, when you get injured, when you're sick, when I can't put you in a position to be successful and be happy. Second half of this season has been an exercise in rolling with the punches and only worrying about what you can control, and frankly, I am sick of it because it is not fair. And I hate it. I hate when I can't control everything. That's a weird place to stop. I hate when I can't control everything to give you the best outcome, the most fun, the chance to discover who you are. So here's what I want to say to you. Your teammates will help you. These are not necessarily your friends, but your teammates will have your back. When a practice doesn't go well or you don't race well, your teammates will be there. When the pool boiler breaks or a coach says the wrong thing or the tech suit rips, your teammates will be there. When the schedule changes suddenly, when you're in the weight room, when you're hungry and tired, your teammates have your back. 9th graders, this year you learned what to expect in a swim and dive season. 10th graders, you built on your experience and pushed your boundaries. 11th graders, you learned how to grapple with big challenges and big obligations and still be successful. Seniors, you have left your mark on this team. You have sung your last song with us, but your track will always be on our playlist. Everyone, freshmen to seniors, next year's teammates and our graduated teammates are all part of the same team. We saw a dozen alumni return this winter break, and I hope to see another dozen next year. Everyone, you are on this team together. Remember, team is the name. Yeah. So, one more time, let's stand together, add our voices together, and give one more cheer. Everyone stand up. Love it on 3. 1, 2, 3. Love it! All right, good night.